again. It's a rich thing.
Hey Mim, it's episode 3.
Hiya, hello friend, how are you?
I'm all right. Welcome back to Style Over Substance, the podcast with 50% Scarlett.
And 50% Mim.
Hey, how are you 50% Mim?
I'm 50% okay, and I've got wisdom teeth problems. Just one right now is taking the piss, but I'm surviving. I've taken a couple painkillers, just waiting for when my dentist can see me to extract these things. But yeah, I mean, if it's not soon, I'm going to take a pair of pliers and just do it myself, to be honest. Yeah, it's bad, but I'm surviving. What about you?
I'm sorry to hear that. I've been a baker this week. I've been nurturing my sourdough starter, and it's finally time to graduate. So we are hoping that my bread that's currently in the oven is gonna be a pièce de résistance. Yeah.
Is sourdough the one where you don't use yeast?
Yeah. So you kind of have to nurture it in a jar for ages, and it creates its own natural yeasts.
Yeah, it's like the yeast in the environment or something that's already in the wheat is... Yeah.
I don't really understand the science sort of around it, but yeah, that's the gist.
But it's like the type of bread that's been like made for millennia by humans before like artificial yeast came into play.
Yeah.
So it will be fine. We've survived a long time off this bread.
I'm hoping that can be my breakfast tomorrow.
Oh, that's cool. Next you'll be making like homemade jams.
I already do that.
Oh, okay.
Well, only for cakes, not for preservatives. But,
okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I'm a little 8-year-old lady.
Oh, I'm like a full-time gardener. So literally when I move, I'm planning to rent out an allotment. I've already like looked into it and how much it will cost. It's super cheap. So literally I'm in retirement, you're in retirement. It's fine.
We're ready.
So anyway, Scarlett, your fashion story this week, what's it?
Right. So I kind of want to have two, but I'll start with one. And not be too greedy. So my first one is that this week Gucci has revealed its first campaign featuring a Down syndrome model.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling this is the first fashion campaign of its kind. And it was amazing. And I kind of can't believe that there hasn't been something like that before. And so, yeah, I think that's really, really cool.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the pictures of her are just like classic, really beautiful. Yeah, I mean, like people are people come in all shapes, sizes, abilities, disabilities, whatever. And it's not to say that someone with Downs doesn't want a bit of Gucci. So it just makes sense. It's,
I know that it's always the thing that you always hear in any sort of documentary or whatever about when somebody's maybe not a stereotype is that they don't see themselves represented. And it's just like, well, come on, like this is really cool. I thought it was really nice, and like you said, the pictures are amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was really cool. That perked me up. What's yours?
So what's the second one? No, go on. You can say your second one.
Okay. Well, it has also just been like a sort of mini couture reveal on Monday. And
hold on, there are two.
I know.
So are we talking about the thing that we kind of talked about last episode?
No, so it was the Dior show.
Okay, yeah.
That was really cool that they did it on mannequins. I thought that was miniature. I thought that was really... it's not so wasteful and all of that stuff. How they did all the intricate details that small, I think that was really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, so like last episode, we kind of were joking about like Maria Grazia
Yeah.
and how she'd be like taking the piss. I mean, we were talking about the September shows, but Christmas came early and they gave us couture. I mean, yeah,
Oh.
I really did like the ideas of it being on these miniature mannequins. It's like pays homage to like post World War II and like Christian
Yeah.
Dior was, you know, there was a fabric shortage right after the war, and so what better way than to show a collection but in a miniature form. So I really did, I liked that. I mean, there's been so much like wartime language surrounding coronavirus and this pandemic, which is sad in a way, but I understand it. And so yeah, that was a cool idea. Did you see the video though?
I'm going to be honest, I didn't watch the full thing.
Yeah, so I watched it and I wasn't going to, and then I thought, like, why not? I mean, so yeah, I watched it. Really and truly, the designs aren't something we haven't seen before.
Oh, they're all nods to previous Dior stuff.
Yeah. They're beautiful, don't get me wrong. Like, if I had the chance to wear one, I would, but it's not like couture is like touted quite often as a way for a brand to just put like creativity out there, like no holds bars. It's not about
This
commercialism.
is what we can do.
Yeah, this is about like, what is it? What's the phrase when you're like flexing your muscle? And yeah. And it just wasn't there for me, if I'm honest. It wasn't there for me. But also, although I liked the story behind the video, I just felt like it was just everyone looked the same in the video. Like, you know, coming off your first fashion story, it was about like, we have just a normal woman, she happens to have Downs, who is the face of a campaign for a luxury brand because, you know, all kinds of people exist.
About time.
The whole video was about, it was like taking a fantasy nymph and mermaid and kind of like magical scene, which is all about fantasy, but they didn't really push the boat out. Watch the video and you'll kind of get what I mean. Okay. I mean, nice idea, but you know, the dresses weren't all that.
I love the idea that the atelier is having to make dresses at that scale. I just think already couture is fiddly, and that just must have taken some real patience.
Yeah.
But yeah. What's your fashion story?
My fashion story is about boohoo.com.
Very, very good choice.
You can't say boohoo.com without like the advert
boohoo.com.
No, but like, I mean, it would just be like a shame if we didn't bring up. So for those who don't know, the Sunday Times came out saying that people who were working in the boohoo factories in Leicester, not only were they not being given the full like PPE and social distancing whilst they were making these £5 dresses, but some of them are reported to pay £3.50 an hour. Like literal modern day slavery in Leicester going on. And Boohoo's come out and said that they're going to be, you know, having an investigation into it. But I'm thinking, like,
you know what
it's
your
so easy.
Are.
Exactly. You don't need to investigate anything. Like, you know what people are paying you. People can produce their pay slips. HMRC could come out and be like, this is how much people are getting paid an hour. I mean, it's disgraceful. And Boohoo, they also own Nasty Gal and Pretty Little Thing. And I mean, like, are we really that shocked? Everyone knows how cheap their stuff is.
How do you think an £8 dress gets made? Like, really?
Exactly. I think what the shock really has been is that although we look down on, let's face it, what is slave labor in other maybe poorer countries, and we know it's going on, but then to like have the mirror be reflected at us and being like, it's happening in your own backyard, I think that's where, you know, because like it was saying like Next and what was the other one? Next and ASOS and Zalando are going to be pulling boohoo.com from from their like sites and pulling their stock.
But like, just because their stuff is made in Portugal, wherever, Bangladesh, like, doesn't mean that they're doing any better thing. Like, we all sweatshop's a thing. We all know that's in any case, that's how stuff gets made, even on like a luxury version. Like, they're gonna try and pay people like the least that they can.
Exactly. It's like we've kind of spoken it off podcast before, but like in Bangladesh a few years ago, there was that factory, like multi-story factory, garment workers, and the whole building collapsed on them. And it was the Rana Plaza, I think it was called. And, you know, hundreds of people died. And that in itself is disgraceful. These people knew that they were working in buildings that were cracked. And, you know, it's a whole, like, you have to pay people. You have to take care of them. You have to, you know, these are people who are, like, building a business. Anyway, we knew it was going on. We just turned a blind eye, I suppose.
Yeah. Man. Boohoo got that. Boohoo got some answers to .com. Wow, that was not so smooth. Cool. So this week we're heading back to Storytime, and this week Mim is going to share her story time. But before that, we're just going to give ourselves a little plug. Style Over Substance Pod on Instagram. And if you have any story times for us, it is styleoversubstancep@gmail.com. But Mim, take it away.
So yeah, it's my turn to do a story time. I thought I'll start with this one because, like, Scarlett, you've already heard this before, but I'm sure so many people in retail can relate to kind of this story. It's just a classic customer service, hustling your ass off kind of situation. So a few years ago, I used to work for, not going to say the brand name, but I used to work for like a luxury lingerie company. And so I worked in a particular department store. It was like a concession. And this woman comes in, she's like similar age to me, gorgeous. And obviously, like, it's a lingerie brand, so we get men shopping for their wives for gifts. We get women who are shopping for themselves for like everyday pieces, or sometimes we get women who are looking for something more extravagant. So I started talking to this woman, and she's like lovely, and she was saying that she's dating someone new and she wanted like a set. Now, the brand that I worked for, we were all about a set. We were like all about the retro pin-up look. You know, it's not about just getting bra and knickers. It's about getting the waspy. It's about getting the suspender belt, the stockings, the robe, anything you could kind of think of as part of that like aesthetic
ticket.
Exactly. So she comes in, new partner, new boyfriend, someone she's dating, whatever, and she wants a set that's gonna like blow his socks off type thing. And of course, like in retail, you give people a chance to browse for themselves. You introduce them to things, but then you've got to let them have their space and pick things up. So she, I can't remember if I picked this up and showed her or she picked it up. It was like one of our most expensive ranges. Like the bra was easily like £300 for just the bra. It was like Swarovski crystals, French lace. It was like French eyelash lace, all this stuff. It had
she was going for it.
She was going for it. It had like a neck piece as well, where it's like it clipped around your neck and then the crystals went down in the middle. It was like
I can picture it.
It was a good one. Like the girl had style.
So this wasn't just any bra. This was a Swarovski bra. This was like a showpiece. Yes.
Yeah,
girl.
Exactly. So anyone who like worked in retail knows, like, you know how much your stuff, everything in the shop is worth and how much you can sell it for. So
and commission.
Cha-ching. Yeah, exactly. So we work for commission, especially like luxury brands. Everyone's working for a commission, whether it's group or individual. So yeah, I was like, shit, like this is good. And so I pull out her size of everything, take it into the changing room for her, bring her some like mules to like prance around in the changing room.
Oh my
She's
gosh,
also got,
I love that you have heels so that they can be really feeling themselves in the changing room.
Because it like lengthens
Make
your
those legs look better.
Yeah, so just chatting with her, getting to know her, talking about different stuff, blah 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 blah. She's tried on this bra, she loves it. She's got the waspy, the like.
So is she only
brief.
trying on this one set, or is she trying on a few?
I think she tried on a few bits, but this was the one that pissed me off. Do you know what I mean? This was the set. This
is the one you were going hook, line, and sinker for. Okay, continue.
Yeah, of course. It was like the most expensive one, yeah. So yeah, in the changing room, trying it on, she loves it. I'm giving her a bit of space. Now, obviously, I'm thinking commission. I'm thinking like all in. This is like £1,000 sale.
Wow.
I know. And she is in the changing room for a while. Not anything like suspicious or anything. But I'm bringing her different sizes of things. And if anyone's worked in a department store, you'll know that your big stock room is not necessarily anywhere near where your like floor, your mat is. So I'm having to like whip off my heels. I'm hustling for this. With my heels, run to the stock room.
You're jogging.
I'm sweating. I'm really working for this. Yeah, and then she realizes that the price is like a lot more expensive than what she thought. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, here we go.
So can I just interject that I'm not going to say the name, but you know what you're getting. You know that it's not a Marks and Spencer's bra and pants that you're going to be buying from this company. Like those aren't the price tags. Like, you know, it's going to be something. It might not be, I might not expect it to be that much, but like, you know, it's going to be set you back. Like even a regular set, I think from you guys is like a couple hundred.
Yeah, exactly. Like a regular, like
the bra, and like
main range,
and like suspender or whatever.
Exactly. It's like if you come into the store and you see what's on show and you see like the level of how much everyone is dressed up, and you're in a department store, you're in a luxury department store. Like, let's get real. Like, this is like not like a few years back where you found like Primark and Selfridges. We're not talking about that. We're talking about like, do you remember that?
Oh gosh, those are the days.
So like it's expensive and you can tell like what you're walking into. And also, I don't know about you, but like, you know, when someone's helping you a lot, if you're not really
you can tell there's
to spend money.
You can tell also if someone's really doting on you, you can tell it's because it's a nice place. Do you get that kind of service in Primark? No.
And like, you would at least have like the shame to be like, no, I'm just browsing. Yeah, that's what I do. I'm just looking.
Because your prices might be a bit too high.
I know. Who goes into a shop and doesn't look at the price tags, please? Who goes into a changing room for about 20-25 minutes, like kikiing and gossiping with the sales assistant and hasn't looked at any prices? Playing
around in their borrowed heels.
Like
without any idea of the cost. Yeah,
I should have been like, get my silk mules off your feet. So anyway, and she's just like,
but she sees the price.
So she sees the oh can I also say that like the price tag is in like, it's a shiny gold tag. It's not a little like tag. It's shiny and it's gold, which equals money.
I own underwear from this brand. It's a big tag. Like you can't miss it.
So yeah. So anyway, she's like, oh my god, I didn't realize how much it was. Like, maybe she thought the bra was just that. Maybe she thought the whole set was just the price of the bra in actuality. I'm not sure. And then I was like, obviously, like deflated. I'm sweating. I've been working for this. And I was hoping to get
mentally
like a good
spending your commission.
Oh my god, I know. Like my body is at the changing room with her, but my mind is at the till point. And and she goes like, oh, I didn't realize you were so expensive. I thought you were more like Victoria's Secret.
Oh,
Such damn insult. Oh, fuck. Like, no way. So, oh my god, yeah. Just times like that. I mean, she got up and she like left.
I'd be so embarrassed if I'd wasted someone's time like that.
Yeah. And then to insult me. I am not Victoria's Secret, ma'am. But yeah, so
Secret has left the UK.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Sidebar. Are they still in like New Bond Street?
I guess not anymore, because I think they've
probably left
in the UK. I think so.
Oh wow. Yeah. I mean, no one above the age of like 18 needs Victoria's Secret. Not to be rude. I know there are people who have Victoria's Secret. I'm not judging, but all I'm saying is that there's a lot of things going on over at Victoria's Secret.
Which is why you did not like being compared to it.
Yeah, so yeah, she left. But it was just like,
and so she didn't buy anything.
No, she didn't buy a thing. She didn't buy a single thing. Oh. I don't know. Wear Calvin Klein to see your man. I don't know. But don't know what she did after that, but she did go. It's just like when you're working in retail, especially like commission, and you're really giving the charm offensive, you are like, please check the tag when you're in the changing room. And then just like, oh yeah, so that was one that really sticks out to me. I just remember her. But then like, I mean, working in lingerie was, I mean, it's always a bit wild, to be honest. I'll probably come up with some other stories at a later time. But just like when people used to try on things and they used to take off their actual knickers. And then you can get the picture, right?
Yeah. And also to clarify, like nice knickers with a French lace.
Yeah.
Don't have the sticky bit, right?
No, you don't put sticky bits on like a silk gusset. So it's just like wear your knickers underneath.
So yeah.
PSA to anyone who's lingerie shopping, please do not take your own knickers off.
But also, I kind of feel like you need to go prepared. Like wear a discreet thong or something like that if you're going to be trying on that kind of underwear.
Yeah, but even if you don't have something discreet, like it's like we don't really care. Obviously, the set is going to look better if you do come prepared, like have some like flesh toned underwear or something. But you can just like roll the sides up a bit of your knickers and you'll still get the same effect. Just annoying customers who are like, I mean, you get this especially with luxury fashion. It's like people who are browsing, who, nothing wrong with a browse, nothing wrong with a bit of window shopping, trying things on, but you don't spend like decades in the store.
No.
Knowing that you can't afford it.
Yeah. I mean, it's when you show the interest, because there's one thing looking around a store and you can kind of like, if someone's not really kind of asked for assistance, you can kind of gauge, oh, maybe they're just looking or whatever.
Yeah. But
it's the asking loads of questions, using your time to just not do anything it's a lot. I mean, I used to have to do market research. And I would probably be seen as one of those people because I would have to try and sneakily take pictures of bags or whatever and be like, okay, so this bag comes at that price. What does that bag offer? Like,
maybe that's what she was doing.
I don't know.
Maybe you've like cracked the cake.
But I used to like, and I would kind of try and be quite chilled. But I would be sometimes with people who'd really play the full ticket or be like, oh, I've always wanted to try these shoes on. I'm going to ask. And this kind of a thing, and like milk it. And I think I know more of the other side. And also, like, at the end of the day, I assume, I can't afford to buy something from one of these shops that I was looking
Why would someone assume though?
I don't know. I feel like I've got it written on my face that, like, I can't afford this. Obviously, I think it's more me.
Yeah. You're
But,
internalizing something.
I'm terrified of, like, if I'm ever doing something slightly mischievous, I think I've just got like this face that just lets on like what I'm doing, and I'm kind of wasting somebody's time maybe.
It's like a bad liar.
Oh, I am the worst liar. My face gives everything away. So yeah, doing these bits used to be a real challenge. But yeah, it's not. I would try not to waste their time though, because you don't want to be that horrible person when they're like, oh, I might have commission, when it's high pieces. Yeah,
but like another bit of those sorts of interactions is like, now you've got to be like, oh no. Don't worry, babes, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Because equally, you're working for a brand where you can't be like, oh, right. You've still got to have that like high level customer service. So you've got to just like smile through the pain and just be like, absolutely no problem. Have a nice day.
Well, obviously, like, you're not a nasty person, so you're not going to go out your way to make people feel like horrible, but at the same time you're like, oh, knackered by the end of it, and you're just like, I can't be bothered to put on a smile right now. So yeah, one of the many good times of working in lingerie.
So please, public service announcement, just check the label.
Or like,
because you know what, fair enough, she didn't know the brand and maybe didn't know their price point. That's fair enough,
Yeah.
Like, we don't know every brand, we don't know every price point, but I certainly would just double check, especially because underwear can be really expensive. Like, it's not unheard of for underwear to be expensive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then it's like the cleaning up and organizing of the changing room post-traumatic stress as well.
But also, saying that, like, Victoria's Secret can be expensive.
I'm sure that
because they have that £1 million bra. So there you go.
Yeah. No, I'm sure that you can. I'm sure that there is stuff there that does add up. If you buy a few bits and whatever, and yeah, I'm not gonna like go around saying that I too can afford £1,000 set. Not at all. But yeah, if you're going out, like, it really doesn't matter what you're going out for, but if you're going out for a piece that is a show piece, it's gonna cost you more than what you're used to, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
a regular bra does not come with like a neck piece, like
it doesn't come with Swarovskis. That's what I'm going to tell you. It does not come with Swarovskis. I don't know what you're buying at M&S, but it's not Swarovskis. So she should have known.
Trust me. One of my nicknames is Scarlett of Swarovski because I know their catalogue so well. So
really,
I know the price of Swarovskis.
Yeah. Oh, is it because when you were doing design stuff?
Yeah.
It makes you sound like a Russian princess.
My next story time. Yeah, I know. Scarlett of Swarovski. I quite like it.
Yeah, it's got a ring to it.
It does. It really does.
That could be a burlesque name.
Ooh, and I could wear the bra that girl didn't buy.
Oh my god.
I could finally give you that commission. Not that I can afford that set.
Not that I work for the brand anymore either, but yeah.
You can head back just for that one sale.
Oh god.
Oh, that's a good story. Oh my gosh. That would really, really wind me up. Because you know what? Some days are testing in retail as it is. And I think when you have to just always be on.
Yeah.
And like that can be really draining. like, not that I'm a negative Nancy, but like some days you're just not really in the mood, or like, and customers can be rude, and sometimes customers can like, yeah, you feel like you're having to do a lot to please them or run around and get different sizes. So then for it to be not a reward is frustrating.
Exactly. It's a hustle, and it's like, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the job. Even though it was a brand that has a higher price point, you almost have to put in a lot more work. Like, people might know the brand or whatever, but you've really got to sell them on the overall image. You know, like, without giving too much away, like the women in the store who were sales associates, we were selling the dream. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, but I think that's the case of any luxury or upmarket brand, is that they have a person, they have like this dream, they have this vision that they sell, because that's the experience is being made to feel special. That's it. Like, that's why loads of these brands don't sell much online, because the experience is in store, trying things on. They make sure that you're looked after and that you feel amazing, and that you feel part of their gang. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. That, I think that's like a good way to put it. It was definitely like that. But yeah, if she's out there listening, listen. Hope she's no longer dating the guy. Anyway, yeah. So that's really that's the end of my story time.
Amazing.
I'll have another one, definitely from my days of being a fake pin-up girl. But so yeah, we're gonna have another one. I think next week we'll probably do another topic. I think we've got we've got couture to like really delve into.
Yeah,
hopefully some of the houses are gonna be showing off what they've come up with in lockdown, and we're gonna go in on, I think maybe we'll probably go in on Dior a bit more, some of the looks.
Yeah, we'll do couture analysis. Yeah,
Chanel's come out with theirs.
Ralph and Russo did theirs on Monday too. So yeah, we've got loads to talk about.
Yep. I think this is like the best time of the year for
love couture season.
Yeah, exactly. It's
like Christmas.
It's the Christmas where you get none of the gifts. You look at the other kids unwrap their presents.
Yeah. Hey, isn't that like all the trend now on YouTube, is that kids watch like people
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, opening like toys and stuff. It's really weird. We're not quite that weird, I don't think.
No.
But yeah, so that will be your treat for next week.
Yeah, well, again, thanks for listening to us ramble on about fashion and quite like useless things. But so yeah, we'll be back next week with another episode. As Scarlett said, follow us on Instagram. It's Style Over Substance Pod. Email us with your stories. We would love to read your own kind of design, fashion, retail nightmare stories.
Or if this girl is there, tell us your version of events.
I know. Oh my god, it will be like Jeremy Kyle, where she like walks out on the stage.
A lie detector test.
Oh my god. But yeah, I'll have like a face off. Anyway,
send in stories for sure.
DM us on Instagram. We've got a Twitter account now.
Ooh.
So that is called @podcaststyle. Email us at styleoversubstanceP@gmail.com. We're going to be popping up on all like the podcast, all the places where you listen to a podcast. Slowly but surely, it takes some time to appear on the different channels, but we're on it. And yeah, thanks again. This has been another fun one.
Yeah, love a good story. Thanks for listening. So I've been Scarlett.
Oh, we did it at the same time. Hold on, you can do it.
I have been Scarlett.
And I've been Mim. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.